Welcome YouTube friends and family to the baking edition of the Wellness Homesteader. So I really wasn't going to make a video today, but then I just kind of decided I wanted to make some bread, and I thought, this would be a good time to turn the camera on. So I will share this book in the description box below. It's the Bread Lovers Bread Machine Cookbook. There's over 300 recipes. As you see, it is well loved, well marked. I have made a lot of the recipes out of this book, and they are absolutely delicious. I also want to correct something I said in an earlier video, and I don't remember which one, but I was talking about einkorn flour, and I was like, it's an ancient form of corn. No, it's an early form of wheat. So, yep, my bad. So I don't really feel like grabbing out the mixer and doing all that. And I thought that's what the Zojirushi is for. So I will also put this down in the description box below. I do have the Virtuoso model. I absolutely love it. It makes wonderful bread. So I am back today to using my phone instead of the camera because I need another battery. I need 2 batteries to really do a good job, because y'all, you might see it in like 20-30 minutes. Yeah, it sometimes takes me hours. So I have a tendency to run down batteries. The battery is on back order, and let me share something with you that's super exciting. Okay, now this may not seem exciting to you, but it's super exciting to me. So not only do I have a new ring light, I'm using the tripod of my old ring light, and it still works. My son, bless his heart, sent me 2 light poles, and I have ordered an LED panel light, because what I've noticed is when I'm using the camera, the video quality is good, the audio quality is good, but I don't have enough lighting. So I've been stalking the UPS man today. All right, well, let's stop chit-chatting, Kim, and we're gonna get started. Now, you know I never make a recipe like it says, but if you happen to have this book, it's on page 293. And why I decided to make this carrot poppy seed bread is because I have carrots that need to be used up. And it is sourdough carrot poppy seed. So I'm going to be doing the 2-pound loaf recipe. So here is my sourdough starter. I know, I ooped over the edge of the cup. Yes, ma'am, I did. So we're gonna put that in the bottom to start. Now, I am not gonna make any promises this bread is gonna rise beautifully. My sourdough starter is mature. I fed it early this morning. It's like 1:30 now. I fed it at like, I don't know, 8 o'clock. So it's on the rise, and that's when you want to use your sourdough starter. However, the moody thing is not as bubbly as it usually is, and I didn't want to wait till any later in the day because it takes 3 hours and 10 to 30 minutes for this loaf of bread to do its whole thing, so I don't want to be like up half the night waiting on the bread. So sourdough starter is in the bottom. The next thing we're going to add is 2/3 cup of buttermilk. So that was another factor. Y'all know I can't have everything out. Oh, shucks. I had gotten some buttermilk for our biscuits that we made, our everything biscuits. And I do not like buttermilk, nor do I drink it. I like it in things, but I don't drink it. So I didn't want it to just go to waste. So I thought this would be a good use. And then you can use 2 tablespoons of either olive or walnut oil. Now, you would think, oh, walnut oil, that would be really good. To me, and this is just me, walnut oil kind of tastes like roast beef. I know that's really a strange thing to say, but honest to goodness, that's how it tastes to me. So I'm not gonna put roast beef in our carrot poppy seed bread. Okay, so you've got all the liquids in the bottom. And then to that, we're gonna start adding both regular flour and bread flour. Since my sourdough starter is not acting as I would like it to, I thought about using, I did get some einkorn as the regular flour, and I changed my mind because I'm afraid it's gonna be too dense and too heavy. So we need 3 1/3 cup. So I will tell you one thing about this cookbook too. And it's not because I'm old, it's because I'm old. I don't see well up close anymore. Yeah, that left me at about age 40. So, unfortunately, the print in here is brown, not black. Like, I think that's a huge misstep on their part. It should be black. So, it's really hard to tell the difference between thirds and quarters and all that. You all may not have that problem. Might just be my AGE, but when you see me bobbing like this and double checking, that is because the print is an odd color to me. The pleasures of growing older. Okay, so that was 3 1/3 cup of bread flour. Try not to clunk this. There, I did it quietly. And I need 2/3 cup of regular flour or whole wheat. And I am going to bring you some recipes with einkorn, but first I want to get used to using it so that I don't bring you like bad recipes. Okay, on top of that, it calls for 1.5 cups of shredded carrots. So mine are julienne, which may also make the bread a little denser and less likely to rise. So this may be a dense, short loaf of bread. I kind of like that. I'm okay with that. So I decided to go ahead and use what I had. It calls for then 3 tablespoons of minced dried apricots. I don't have any minced dried apricots. What I do have is home dehydrated pineapple. Pineapple and carrots go good together. You guys, I did this just to show you almost a full year ago, 8/21/20. So 11 months to the day. And I believe it was Aldi that had these on sale. And so I thought, well, I'll just get the pineapples, cut them up, dehydrate them. Guys, that's like a whole pineapple. So they get really small and it takes a while to dehydrate. It is the most delicious tasting you have ever tasted. And all I did was use my vacuum sealer. I sealed that jar. It's been in a cool, dark place, i.e. my pantry. And yeah, this is gonna be so yummalicious. I'm telling you guys. Better taste it, you know. Fresh as a daisy, guys. So, while I'm chopping here, I will tell you it's kind of chewy and leathery, kind of like a fruit roll-up, maybe a little tougher, so it takes a little effort to cut it. But have you all been following some YouTubers that are saying, you know, oh, we're going into another big food shortage? Well, and I super hope and pray not, like I really do. But my suggestion to all of you is let's learn from the pandemic last year and just be prepared. If you don't dehydrate and home can, that's okay. While the stores are well stocked, my recommendation to you is, you know what you and your family eat. I don't remember who actually said this, but 1 is none and 2 is 1. So if you're replenishing your pantry for your family's eating needs, you know, your grocery needs, if you can afford it, buy 2 or 3. Have that little cushion. It's just a good idea. And with the price of gas, if we can go to the grocery less, I don't know what it is where you all are. It is about $3.20 here in Ohio. So I've never been one to just run around, but I am consolidating trips, and I'm not doing as much what I would call pleasure trips. You know, just go out because I'm bored, because it's a little too pricey. Okay, so I put about 3 tablespoons of minced dried pineapple, not apricots. Now for the poppy seeds, and this says 1 1/4 tablespoons. Okay. All right, we're just gonna guesstimate. My tablespoon has oil on it, so I'm gonna sprinkle that on the top, and I will bring you over here and let you see in the bread machine in a moment. 1 1/4 tablespoons of sugar. Sugar canisters back here. And same thing, I'm gonna eyeball it because I don't want to dig out another set of tablespoons. So yeah, eyeball it's good, right? And then 2 teaspoons of salt. Now my teaspoon is still clean. And you know, if you're on a salt restricted diet, I don't recommend that you leave salt out of your bread. I just don't think it comes out nearly as well. But, you know, perhaps you can use a salt substitute. So what I'm doing here is I'm making like a little well in the center. And let me see if I can lift you up. Okay, if you hear a big crash, it's my, there you go. That's kind of what it looks like. I'm still using my duct taped tripod. Okay, so we need 1 3/4 teaspoon of SAF yeast or 2 1/4 teaspoons bread machine yeast. So let me grab that out of the freezer. And just see what, okay. So what actually came out first is the bread machine versus the SAF. So that's what we're going to use. And that is 2 1/4 teaspoons. So, well, why can't I find the teaspoon? Okay, here we go. So with this having both yeast and sourdough in it, I think even though my sourdough starter isn't as active as I would like it to be right now, I think it will be okay. All right, so that's all of our ingredients. And it says set the crust on dark, program for basic. So, well, hang on guys. There we go. Basic is, okay. Sorry guys. There we go. And crust control to dark and start. So this looks like it's going to take quite a bit of time because I made the 2-pound loaf. Stay tuned. I'm going to clean my mess up here and I will bring you back to show you our finished loaf of sourdough, carrot, poppy seed, and pineapple bread. So while we wait on the bread, and I apologize about the traffic noise. Hold on. I thought I would bring you outside, and I'm sitting underneath my beautiful 6-story pine tree because I have something really funny to share with you. They are offloading gravel today from the local gravel pit. I picked a bad time to come out, but I just had to share this with you. So if you all remember, I was so upset because they first said they were going to cut down the pine tree and then changed their minds. Good grief. Which I was very glad about. So when they came over and started taking out a lot of other trees, which they have taken down quite a few, not on my property, I was keeping a close eye out. And I got to show you that got a little something special in my front yard that's going to help protect my pine tree. So let me get up here. All right, you ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, buddy. I have a giant orange portalette in my front yard. And in case folks don't see it, yeah, I have a multicolored flag banner just to draw attention. And then they've added these lovely supports. I feel like Vanna White here. So, yeah, it's quite a mess. I'm gonna try to do it over my shoulder so I don't violate anyone's privacy. So where they're actually working is back here where that fenced in area and pile of dirt is. But they're gonna have to tunnel across. Right here where the crack is where they've marked to tunnel across the state route. So yeah, it's been kind of fun. I've gotten a lot of laughs about it. I've been telling people, hey, in case you missed my driveway, it's the first driveway after the portalette. But I'm happy to report all of my gorgeous flowers. As you see, they're just so gorgeous this year, you know? Just all looking lovely, and they haven't touched them. So let's go back inside and check that bread. Welcome back. I have a very interesting looking loaf of bread. So as I had shared, I had some concerns about the lack of bubbliness to my sourdough starter, and that it maybe wouldn't rise well because I also put julienne carrots instead of shredded carrots. So here is our loaf of bread. So it's quite done. Sounds hollow when you flick it, and it smells amazing. So the fact that it's a little flat on top is not going to discourage me. So in a zojirushi, there are 2 bread kneading hooks. So I have picked off the bread from those hooks because this is still quite hot, and I'm going to give it a taste and an honest opinion here. Guys, it's excellent. So it's a denser bread like you would expect a sourdough to be. Definitely can taste the carrots. So when you bite into one, you get a little pop of sweet carrot. So it's delicious. And yeah, Frankie's on the counter. Hey, Poo Pie, what are you doing? Come say hi to the people. We'll say hello. Hello, that's very good. So I have a quick update for you. Thank you all for your comments about when and live would be good. We have not forgotten about you. Jasper and I have been very hard at work. She is working on the natural cosmetic side. I am working on the bath body skincare side. We are going to have an incredible live for you, probably around the 1st of September. Now I know that's a little minute away, but guys, I have been making soap, and I have made some of the best soap of my 30-year career of making soap, so you do not want to miss it. It seems like the popular opinion is going to be a Friday evening. Jasper does work a full-time job in addition to her business, so Friday she gets off a little bit earlier, so that's the day we've chosen. It will probably be around 7 Eastern time, because I'm thinking even for West Coast people, you can probably hop on when you get off of work at 5 if that's your work schedule. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Interesting bread, but nonetheless very, very tasty. So as always, be healthy, be well, be blessed, and I'll see y'all very soon. Take care.